appearances. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Suavemente. Sky's the limit, baby.
Boxingvoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
Boxingvoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game can see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, all Border Wars participants and fans of Border Wars. What is Border Wars? Well, Border Wars was, I guess the inception was when two hosts just couldn't get along, and it continued to snowball from there. The next event taking off being Canada versus America, where Jose and Loco Saenz put together a team of Canadians and brought them across the border to America to face a bunch of Americans. Some Canadians got wins and some went home with losses. Since then, it's been like a family, like a bowling league, where we get together sometimes up to 4 to 5 times a year and get it on. We've seen the emergence of new fighters like Southside Ducey with the one-punch power. We've seen professionals like JD step in the ring on Border Wars. We've seen semi-pros like Coach Mitty, who has 12 fights, 1 loss, and actually is fighting this November once again. He's back, I believe, on the 20th in his white-collar boxing series. We've seen Fernandez outfight anyone. Donnell outfight anyone Fernandez. We've seen his emergence and the skill set that he possesses. Ricky Swift Davis being truly swift in the ring. We've met dozens of great men, not afraid to step through those ropes, not afraid to challenge themselves in a weight loss challenge. We've seen Matt go from a heavyweight to 168-pounder, and the boy still believes he could get to 154. We've seen Big Supermax drop 30 pounds in the heavyweight division and throw down 3 straight rounds of fire. I mean, we've seen Santiago slowly get down and get his skill level up and up. We've seen Marvin start as a heavyweight, 248 pounds, and now his next fight is at 185, where he defends his unified championship titles. WBC and WBA champion Marvin the Tank Furman from Texas. Texas definitely stepping it up. We've seen Jose lose or win, depending on what side of the fence you're on, to Eric SOG Cruz. Machine Gun Matt, which we spoke of. Border Wars has brought us numerous participants, family members, and characters that we can remember for years to come. So what we're gathered here today for is to discuss Border Wars 7 and the fact that I believe it's in a bit of a jeopardy. It's supposed to take place November 2nd on Canelo versus Kovalev. It's supposed to main event Jose Loco Saenz from Canada versus Iron Sal. Jose is 3-0, champion emeritus, no titles. He was stripped due to inactivity and just not following the code of conduct of Border Wars. At the time, there was a lot of fuckery. You know, he was signing fights with fighters, then making them train and having an excuse, whether he feels they're legitimate or not. You know, he held up Border Wars for some time. He held the belts hostage, and he missed 2 Border Wars entirely. So hopefully he can get back, but it's looking like it might not even happen. November 2nd doesn't look like it's going to take place. I officially only have 3 official signups. We have tentatives. I mean, we know obviously Sal and Jose will sign up, but they're dragging their feet. This is an event that is a costly event. We're talking about taking the whole production to Las Vegas, doing the show on the road. We got to bring our referee. We got to bring certain equipment. It's not a cheap trip, so it can't be left for last minute. We need all the attendees. I would prefer to have a 5-fight card. That would be, obviously 10 participants, 5 A sides, 5 B sides, or however you like to look at it. I think those numbers tend to make Border Wars a bit more successful. Usually the more fights, the better. But yeah, that's what I would prefer. Here we are, September 28th. So legitimately speaking, we have 30-something days before Border Wars 7. And like I said, the main event hasn't even signed up. So I don't know where we're at. I've heard mention in the Border Wars chat about possibly moving it back to the Deontay Wilder fight, which is November 23rd, instead of going on the Canelo date. Wilder will be fighting, I believe, in Las Vegas. So maybe that's a possibility. But I just feel people are dragging their feet. There's a lot of talk and not action, and it's understandable, man. It's understandable. I want to send my love out to Anthony Edwards, the Queen City Cobra. We haven't heard from him much. He popped in the chat once or twice since the loss, but he's kind of taking it Dominic Brazil style. Hopefully he comes back to the family, come back under the, the embrace of his family over here at TBV. A loss doesn't define you. He was a Border Wars favorite. We would love to see him back. We also lost John the White Boy. He could not take Jose's trolling in the chat. I mean, I've had personal messages like, yo, is Jose serious? Why is he in here? He hasn't fought in 2 Border Wars. So, the new generation of Border Wars fighters not really feeling the older 40-plus generation of Jose, that while Jose can make a case that he fought TBV's boogeyman, boxing is still a sport that is synonymous with what have you done for me lately. And his fight with Jose was 2-3 Border Wars ago, long time ago. I mean, put it this way. His fight with Jose and Eric Cruz fought the last time that Earl Spence fought. Earl Spence is signed, sealed, and delivered to fight this Saturday. Jose is not signed, sealed, and delivered. He did not sign up. He's not going to deliver us this fight that we've been wanting, this fight that he's been flirting. This is not the first time we hear Jose and Loco Saenz versus Iron Sal. And that's why it's titled, Will It Happen? Will it happen? And JD, you're right. Jose is actually a cool dude, but I think that he needs to seek medical attention. I think he needs the help of a therapist to try and separate Jose and Loco Saenz of Border Wars from Jose Saenz, the Canadian friend of all of ours, because he gets into this character of a Loco and says things, crosses people, and the last 2 seasons, El Loco has not been showing up. So is he a fighter? Is he a fighter? So this Border War is definitely in jeopardy. I guess it was kind of in. It was written, right? Maybe I rushed it. Maybe me wanting to be and build an event around Canelo, who's seeking greatness, versus Kovalev. I thought Canelo Kovalev would bring the casuals out and possibly, help Border Wars. I thought because it's such a big event, maybe more fans will be in attendance for the Canelo Kovalev fight week and will be willing to join 2 Border Wars and test their mettle. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's too short notice. I also felt like no need to space Border Wars out so far apart because there's people all over the world. And we're going to different parts of the world. So it gives different parts of the world an opportunity to be a main event. Like Sal and then Loco, right? Loco has been out for 2 seasons, and here he is headlining. Sal has only had 1 really good fight, and here he is headlining. So, it gives people an opportunity. And I believe you, One Prayed. I think Jose is bipolar, and I really do agree with you. That could be true. We got Ronald Finke on the super chat that says, if you got a problem, come see me on Border Wars. Fuck boys in the chat. Salute Ness. Salute you. Good morning. Thanks for the support. I just want to thank everybody personally, that continues to listen to the show. We reached over 107.5 thousand subscribers, and we just want to keep on trucking and get to that 200,000 and hopefully 1 million one day. We're going to continue to, bring you the morning show 7 days a week. We're on here. Later on tonight, we'll definitely have a live fight chat for Spence Porter, without a doubt. And then Sunday, we'll be back with the flagship show to serve up any crow or eat any crow. So, yeah, this is just a little update of what's going on, and trying to put the word out, trying to put the feel out to anyone that may be interested in signing up. Now, February is the next Border Wars 8. So if no Border Wars 7 happens this year, then February will turn into Border Wars 7, and that card is stacked already. Texas has a lot of fighters. They've already committed. A lot of them already have opponents. People been, signing fights in the background. Southside Ducey, the one-punch KO artist, is definitely rumored to be on that February card. We have a signed, sealed, and delivered official main event fight. Now, it's not official whether Tank, the Marvin Tank Furman is gonna fight, because he was scheduled to fight the winner of Sal and Loco here in November. So it's not official whether he's gonna fight, but in terms of main event caliber and status, we have Coach Mitty flying back from the UK, and he's going to be taking on Donnell Outfight Anyone Fernandez after his big win over Ricky Swift. Donnell not waiting, not looking for any more tune-ups, going straight at Mitty in a catchweight fight, because Donnell doesn't weigh 160, so he's going to come in lighter than that. Mitty's coming in at 160. It is a 160 fight. He's just going to be lighter, like, Pacquiao and Margarito. So credit to Donnell Fernandez from Orlando, Florida. My man just continues to impress us. He started out with his brashfulness, basically saying, I'll fight anyone. Then that happened, and he actually signed up to fight Ricky Swift Davis, who said to have, high caliber experience, plus proved it in the ring. And then he's signing up to fight Coach Mitty. And that's what it's all about, testing your mettle, man. Seeing, can you hang? Do you belong? Is this for you? And there's levels. There's levels. A guy like Joseph, who had his first fight, he didn't go in there and, see could he hang with the best. He got in there and tested his mettle, made sure he had what it took to get in through the rope. There's different levels, so don't be afraid to sign up. Don't be afraid to participate. You will not get thrown to the lions. We will use the Tundi Ajayi advice, and it's all about timing. You'll get your shot if you want it. We're like Al Heyman over here. What you want, you get. But if you also want to be match made properly and brought up properly, building your brand the right way, we can do that too. No sense in jumping in there and going for the top like JD. That was JD's mistake, and now he's got to start from the bottom. He chose to go in there with Mitty instead of respecting Mitty's activity, respecting Mitty's semi-pro record. Excuse me, I had to take a sip of water. And instead he wanted to test himself, and there's nothing wrong with that. He was daring to be great like Mikey Garcia. But daring to be great could only get you so far. Now you got a loss on your record. Now you want to avenge that loss. Now you're in the chat saying you're salty because Mitty and Donnell are going to make a big fight. But you can come back. For JD, we're going to be in Texas. I say you have your people contact Ricky Swift's people, common opponent with Donnell. both coming off of a loss. You coming off the Mitty loss. He coming off the Donnell Fernandez loss. Those two guys are seeing each other. You two guys could see each other. And then possibly the public will demand the winner of Ricky Swift and, JD from Houston, Texas, to possibly fight the winner of Mitty and Fernandez, if not fight the loser, depending on how skillful that fight looks. Because, again, Donnell, I'll fight anybody, Fernandez versus Coach Mitty looks to be something that is going to be fantastic. So really quick, in terms of it being fantastic, I know, some of you might be thinking, damn, that fight might be looking good, but then we're going to lose some of the action. Well, I just want to send a huge shout out to Boomeranger Jason from Missouri, who donated 1/3 of the cost of the piece of equipment that we need to further expand the videography and capturing of the live action for Border Wars. So just want to thank Jason once again from Missouri for being a stand-up dude, for loving Border Wars so much. This is a guy that hasn't even signed up to Border Wars. He just loves it and appreciates it from the outside, appreciates the hard work that we're doing, and wants to see that quality get taken to the next level. So respect to Jason.
I said that, where the ace at? Where the ace at?
And we will remain the A-side with listeners and, family members like Jason. Now, if you guys want to call in, you got any questions about Border Wars, now is the time to do so. You're tired of hearing this every Saturday on your RSS feed, on your iTunes link, and you just want to know, what the fuck is Border Wars? Why are these guys talking about this every week? Why are they meeting up? Why are these people flying out and actually doing this? Whatever questions you have, I like to associate it with the Fight Club, with Brad Pitt, except not as graphic and violent, because we're all using the proper protective gear. Speaking of protective gear, man, I don't know. I mean, look, I understand corporations get, I guess, orders, in the hundreds, right? If not hundreds of thousand pieces, I don't know, right? But damn, do they not do some pro bono? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but I reached out to a company, presented Border Wars to them, and let them know that what we're doing, and that we would be grateful if they could donate some boxing equipment so that we could ensure that our participants have the proper safety attire for Border Wars. And that was completely shot down. But it was teased, right? It's like, yo, so how many do you need? So I'm like, 10 sets, 10 headgears, 10 gloves, and actually I said 20, all right? I ain't gonna lie, I said 20. So 10 A sides, 10 B sides, 10 gloves, 10 headgears, 10 cut protectors. That was shot down. So then I was like, look, we just want help and ensure the safety of our fighters. So we'll take whatever it is that you can give us. Beggars cannot be choosers. So they're like, well, the best we can do is give you a wholesale account and allow you to buy it at wholesale price. And I'm like, that's cool, but damn, can you throw something? We're a starting brand. We need the help of the people. Excuse me. One hand washes the other, right? So that was shot down. But then I was met with, all right, how many you want to buy? So that's where we're at. It's like, how many you want to buy? Now, huge companies, again, they receive orders of hundreds, dozens, hundreds of dozens. So then our measly order of 20 sets or 10, expecting them to throw us 10 is just not there. It's not going to make them do anything unless they're doing it as a charity, a tax write-off, some sort of pro bono, something. But we're working. We're definitely trying to add up. I I'm reading a comment from the Grim Reaper, and I put add up in my sentence that didn't go there. He says, that'll add up if you were buying that much. Yeah, I know. If I'm buying 20, but again, 20 sets for us is a lot. But 20 sets to a major brand, that's not enough. They get 20 set orders all the time. And you're right, it would add up because we're talking about gloves per fighter. We're talking about headgear per fighter. Even at a wholesale rate, that is expensive. It will add up. But, you know, I'm just doing my due diligence because I want to continue to push towards the goal of having Border Wars visually look more appealing to the audience. And I believe matching attire is part of that appeal. Let me go out to Texas.
JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me for I'm a 54 pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
Champ, what's up?
Yo. Man, what's the damn deal? Yo, we should actually be in Los Angeles right now, man. Yo, why we ain't there, first of all?
I'm going to be honest, I don't really like LA, man. For one, the cost of the flight is always the most expensive. Always. And it's the longest flight for me. And, you know, even hotel, like when we went to Wilder, bro, you seen where me and Mike was staying? That shit was costly. It was dope, rooftop and all that, close to the venue, but it was costly. I think Vegas is just cheaper, man. Vegas is built for tourist attractions. You know, they built for tourism, and they cater to that. You could find an off-strip hotel, you know, under $60, under $75 a night.
Yeah. Well,
but you're right. This fight should have a sellout crowd. Big fights like this, man. We need the support. You're absolutely right. Shout out to Barbershop Conversations. He's out there doing his 100-man Black Man Strong. You know, Wilder's out there. I mean, look, people are out there and they are supporting. Unfortunately, we could not.
Yeah. Well, what's his name? Danny out there, right? Danny.
Yes, Danny. Daniel Alvarez, Danny Swift is out there for us.
Yeah. Okay, so getting to the Border Wars, man. Look. I think you've been wanting to bring the beast out of me for the longest.
I just want you to be great.
Because now, well, check this out. You remember the first time that I participated, right? I really didn't participate. I kind of just walked in there.
What you talking about when you let that white boy whoop your ass? Something B-Hop said he'll never do?
I don't remember that. I don't recall that happening like you say.
I seen a dude from Texas laying on the floor in the ring, bloody. Was that you?
Yeah. I got hit in the nose one good time.
And then you laid on the floor.
Blood happens in the sport.
Was that you that was laying on the floor like after the bell and the fight was over and you was just exhausted, laid out on the floor? Was that you? I don't know because I was busy like doing other shit.
Wait, hold on. Let me correct you because that was me who walked in there and I was like, wait, that was me who talked to you before I even got there. I was like, hey, anybody who don't show up or they stand their guy up.
Champ,
hold on, don't cut me off. No, don't cut me off.
I'm giving you credit. I'm saying credit to you. You're absolutely right. You stepped in where a lot of people dropped out. And you get credit, like Mikey, you get credit for wanting to be great, but
hold on. Now, see, that's why you cut me off. Hold on, now I gotta put this in the context.
Okay.
Because I was going somewhere. I'm going somewhere with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was the same guy who walked in there, and I saw ducking activity. My guy Anthony from
I'm gonna back you.
I saw a whole bunch of ducking activity. I'm like, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm going to back you on that. I seen a lot of people ducking that white boy.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, I get in there with you, no problem, man. You know what I'm saying? And we was going so light at first. You know what I'm saying?
And then you tried to turn it up on him. Then you tried to turn it up on him, and he took shit to you. That's what we saw, man. I'm just sorry. But that's why I want you back. Look. He got a loss now. Listen, he got a loss. You could call him out. Ricky Swift got a loss. You could call him out. You know, you could get back in the mix. You ain't got to keep, harping over whether or not you was 100% ready for Lauren or whether or not Mitty didn't make. Like, yo, just start from scratch, man. Get back to the basics like Deontay Wilder and start over.
Hey, listen, February is my return. And I will be in shape.
Who are you authorizing me to go negotiate with? Just saying you returning in February means nothing. You
the matchmaker, bro.
Nah. Last time I matchmade you.
You the matchmaker.
Last time I tried to matchmake you, you didn't take my advice. I told you don't fight Mitty. You went straight to Mitty. Look what happened. So now I got to let you drive your own car.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, whoever you throw me, that's who I'm going with. But
I think I like the fight. Go watch the Donnell Ricky Swift fight. Go watch the Southside Ducey Lauren fight. I think those two losers, and I don't mean that in any disrespect. Obviously, there's a winner and there's a loser, but those two men deserve comebacks. If not versus each other, maybe Ricky versus you, because at least Lauren suffered a knockout loss. He might need a Gill comeback fight. Castle Hill Gill type of tune-up. And maybe you and Ricky.
Yo, Gill better get in shape too, man.
Yeah, he can't let that be his legacy, man. He can't let us remember him forever as the Border Wars flip-flopper. He was like a fit. He was
and let me say this too. Hey, let me say this too, man. Mitty, if you go in there with what's his name, Fernando? Fernandez. Okay, Fernandez, right? That's a smaller guy. You know what I mean? He it looks like he fights like a smaller guy too. He's sharp as shit, but it's a small guy. So you're gonna have to adhere to that 160.
Oh no, he's definitely gonna make weight.
He can't come in like 180 like he did.
I don't remember that. Did you show me that? We didn't talk about that. You should have said something. But you see, you and Mitty, that's the same thing Doomy did. Mitty is a guy that, like, if you can't make weight, he'll talk to you off air, behind closed doors, and yeah, he always makes an agreement with people. So he obviously made an agreement with you that you accepted, made an agreement with Doomy that he accepted, and now y'all over here both complaining about weight. You know what I mean? After y'all lose to the man.
No. I'm not complaining, bro. I'm not complaining.
You are, because this ain't the first time that you said he came in overweight.
No, what I'm saying is, if he make an agreement with somebody, he should, like, actually, come in at that weight.
You salty, and you want to make sure that he make weight for his next fight. Just tell the truth, man.
Bro, if I make a money agreement with you, right? I'm not salty at all. What I'm saying is, if I make an agreement, I gotta adhere to my word. I can't wait till it's time to exchange money, and say like, hey, bro, about that $500 I was talking about. About that $500 I was talking about, I only got half of that. I got like $250. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm supposed to say, like, damn,
listen,
okay,
man, that's
we
a
here
poor
now.
Metaphor. That's a poor metaphor because that's money. People.
Bro, that's a great metaphor.
People do crazy shit for money. For the right amount, man, we fighting. Whatever amount you owe me and you ain't got it, we might be fighting on the spot. Making weight, that's a different thing. You and Mitty probably walked off. He had his arm around, like, yo, bro, I'm a little fat. And you was like, man, it's all right, because you was all cocky in your little pro skills.
Bro, I was actually
cocky
whatever.
in your little pro skills. You was all cocky. You came to the spot.
I wasn't cocky.
Yo, you came to the spot with your lady and everything. You was like, look, man, I'm about to shine on these young boys right here.
No, I didn't. See, that's how you got your facts wrong. I went out there by myself.
Oh, that was Anthony with the lady. That was Anthony with the lady. All right, you
Nah, he was by himself too.
No.
You talking about Dallas? I mean, you talking about
Texas,
you talking about Dallas?
Texas, yeah.
Nah, this
have
didn't
your
happen
lady,
in
right?
Texas. This happened in New Jersey.
Yeah, but you talking about midi fight. I'm talking about Lauren making you bloody. That's when you was all cocky.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
bro,
when you was all cocky. That's what I'm talking about. See, the midi fight.
I won that shit. Listen, I won that shit unanimous decision.
That was a sparring match. That shit was off record. It just got leaked. That's like that. That's like that Broner Earl spawn, man. Broner got knocked out in spawn, bro. That's what happened. Listen, I'm gonna come back to you.
All you gotta do is go. Wait. All you gotta wait. Fuck that. All you gotta do is go read the comments. Go read the comments on the little video you put up.
What they say?
That was easy work. Easy work.
Right,
JD was taking it light.
Well, go ahead, and he coming off of laws, and you got the laws. Y'all need redemption, man. Y'all need redemption.
Man, look, that boy, he already know, man. He don't want me to go in there and take it for real, cause he said himself, I would have been out in the first round.
He
probably.
was being modest, bro. He was trying to be humble, man. He was trying to be humble. But he knew he went in there and put a hurting on a former pro. That's what he knew. He went home happy, confident.
Okay.
You probably gave him a false sense of confidence, because you ain't go all the way.
We're done here.
Because you ain't go all the way, and he beat you like that. He went into that Southside Ducey fight probably too confident.
Okay. We're done here. I'm good. All right.
I'm going to get to Ronald Finkley. Ronald, what's going on? Ronald's a heavyweight, man. He's ready to join Border Wars, but he wants it to come back to the East Coast. Ronald, where you from?
It's VT on the roof, bro. Vermont on the roof. What's good?
Okay. Vermont. Damn.
Can you hear me good, Ness? Or I take my Bluetooth off if you can.
Nah,
okay. Yeah, this is Vermont on the roof, bro. I'm right around the corner. I'm itching for a fight, yo. You know I'm itching for a fight. I need to show a motherfucker with these paws, like, you know what I mean? Like, I had people talking mad shit in the comment section. Be real. Like, we run American boxing. Like, I understand that UK shit, but if they over here talking shit, like, hating on the fact is how we go about our day about boxing, we can get in the ring. You know what I mean? I just hope you come to the East Coast, bro, because I swear I want to put my paws on some fucking body, all the shit they be talking.
Where is Vermont?
You know? Right next door to you, bro. I can come across the lake. Be right in New York, bro. 2 hours away. It's right near New Hampshire. It's right near New Hampshire.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, man.
Right near New Hampshire.
I don't know when we coming back to the East, because we just did the last two. We did Texas, then East Coast, then we did Jersey, which is the East. So I don't know when we coming back.
Yeah.
What's your experience level? Ever been in the ring? You ever get through them ropes? Because, for me, I was a dude. I ain't do it till Porter told me to spar. Till Porter asked me to spar him. That was my first time ever.
Yeah. Yo, I'm going to keep it real with you, Ness. I'm a person who lived on the street. Not lived on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I know how to fight. I'm from D.C. I'm from Atlantic City. I'm from places where you have to fight. So me put my paws on somebody, like I put my paws on somebody like 10 months ago. Next thing I had like 12 cops around me. So it is what it is, man. I know how to fight. I watch too much boxing not to know how to fight and know how to get in shape and know how to, get ready for a fight, because it's a fight. You know what I mean? If somebody in the ring with you, you better be ready for what they trying to do. So I'm going to be ready for what they're going to try to do to me. You see what I'm saying?
So what's your age?
That's just life, yo. My age, I'm going to say I'm 30, yo, but I'm really 46, so I'm going to keep it real.
Wow, 46. So you up there with myself and OG Info Joe. And your height?
Oh, I'm 6'3", yo.
Oh, you tall. You a real heavyweight then, right? Because I believe you a heavyweight.
Yeah, like I'm 240. Yeah, like I'm 240. I feel like I can get down to 220 if a motherfucker really wants to fight me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm on that real Border Wars shit. I'm ready to go in there and do some niggas some harm, because he going to try to do harm to me. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, I'm going to be ready if I come in the ring. I ran track in high school. I was the state champion in track. So I know how to get in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, my metabolism might not be the same. But guess what? I'm coming with that shit. You see what I'm saying?
For sure. Well, Right now, Border Wars 7 is being rumored, or obviously we're trying to pop off in Vegas, and then the next one is in Texas. It's already been kind of worked out, so I don't know when we'll be back in the East Coast, but more than welcome to join any of those two and definitely test the metal. I believe that with those stats, though, the only fight you're getting is me. These other dudes are running out that heavyweight division. They're a little shorter, man. These guys are chubby weights that need to lose weight. Like Marvin was 248, but he was really 185 pounder. So now he's in 185 where he belongs. A lot of these guys need to get in the right shape. And that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? They could take fights with each other, until they keep getting lower, because the training camp is what's going to help them. But yeah,
185 is high school days. Yeah, I definitely can't make that.
Man, what? Me neither. Look, for one Border Wars, I got as low as 216, and I know I still had fat to lose. It was crazy. I still didn't have a six-pack. But, man, that took a lot of discipline, man. At this age, I'm over 40, man. Ain't nobody trying to be all 216. That shit too tough.
Yeah, like this nigga in the chat talking crazy. Like, if you want to see me, Tony Garvey, come see me, bro. Come see me. How much you weigh, you bitch ass nigga? You know what I mean? Like, I hate these fucking fag boys, yo.
Oh, Tony.
This fucking clown ass dude on it. But he don't want to step up. Yeah, they trolls. They ain't really about it, yo. They ain't about it. You know what I mean? Like, we got a good fight tonight, and I'm going to keep it on that subject. You know what I mean? Like, we can ready to see two gladiators go at it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm into that. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about,
too, man. They made shout out to Porter, man.
Yeah.
No haircutting this time.
Yeah, shout out. I can't wait, bro. It's gonna be a good ass fight, yo.
Yeah, man.
That's my time, Nez. I just wanted to holler at you, man, and call in. You say don't call. You say don't text when you can Skype. So I was like, fuck it, let me call in and say what's up.
For sure, man.
You know
we appreciate it over here, man. I always see you in the chat, man. I always see you supporting us, and we definitely appreciate that, man. Hope we can bring it back to the East and get it in, man.
Oh, no doubt. I'm a boxing head, yo. No doubt I'm a boxing head, yo. I'm always support, yo. I'm always be in chat. Not like these bitch-ass niggas. Real talk. And on that note, I'm out.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
All right.
There you
90 seconds.
We got ourselves another possible heavyweight whenever we come back to the East Coast, and motivated. I'm gonna have to train hard if I take that fight. My man said he 248, but he'll be coming in at 220. That's 28 pounds he trying to lose to be in shape. That's dedication, man. That shit is not easy. It's not easy. We got definitely a lot of on our plate. I mean, he said he's 46.
60 seconds.
At that age, you got to have things that get in the way, but, he's still willing to make it happen. So shout out to Ronald Finkley, always in the chat too. We got a few callers. It looks like we got Randy from LA. No, I mean, what's his name? Florida. But we also got Caesar in Vegas. Caesar, man, what's going on, champ? Did you get another sparring session in other than that first one?
Yeah. I've been working, man. I've been hitting the bag, running, just trying to get in shape, just trying to get my cardio up. Trying to get the fundamentals down, just trying to
10 seconds.
Just trying to get my rhythm, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to find my rhythm, because I kept on watching that first sparring over and over, and I just looked sloppy as fuck. So, I'm just trying to put this work in, you know what I'm saying? I know this kid's coming, like you said, he's bringing that gas tank, so
yeah.
I got to be able to keep up with the kid. He's 20 years old, he's young, he probably got freaking expanded lungs and shit, but we'll see what's up.
Yeah. Well, at least your mindset is in the right place, man. The fact that you're, reviewing your sparring and being critical, that's the first step. You got these delusional dudes that look at their stuff and think they're Mayweather, and then they're in for a surprise when they get in the ring. So, correcting the wrongs correcting the wrongs. That's what
Yeah,
it
well,
is.
I'm always that fan. Like I'm always that fan that's be yelling at the TV. You know, I'm that guy. I'm that guy that's like jab more. I'm that guy that goes go to the body, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? So when I review my sparring and I'm looking at these guys at a high level, I'm already comparing myself to these guys. You know, so if I'm like, damn, I look like trash. You know, like my footwork, like I'm squaring up too much, or you know I'm ducking too low, or my hands ain't high enough. Like I'm all so when I go to the gym, I'm like, all right, keep your hands up, and you know, keep your punches straight. You know, like I'm just grilling myself. But I got Eddie in there with me, so he's giving me he's giving.
Oh, no fucking way. You really got him in there?
Oh, for sure, yeah, man, he's coming with me.
Wow. So how many sessions he's done with you at least?
We worked out. Well, I had the first week. Last week, I had school Monday. I had a makeup class, and then I got my regular classes on Thursdays. So we only could work out Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but he showed up both days ready to go.
That
And
is
next week,
amazing. Listen to me, bro. Shout out to you, man. I'm telling you, I've heard it's extremely hard to get him in the gym from his best friend, and it might be that. It might be it might be everything Eddie says. Eddie says, "Yo, I don't want to go to the gym with my best friend. This motherfucker only wants to do it for Instagram. He wants to, we get 2 minutes of working out, then he wants 3 minutes and 5 minutes of recording, and it's like, bro, I can't work out with him." And I thought maybe Eddie was just bullshitting, didn't want to get in the gym. So that's what's up, man. Helping each other, especially, Eddie needs to get down. If he could get out, that's what I'm saying about these heavyweights. He don't belong in the heavyweight division. He actually got skills too. So how is it working with him, though?
skills.
Yeah. He's crazy, though. Make that motherfucker put on the headgear. He trying to be slurring by the time he's 30. He loves to spar without headgear. He's crazy.
Yeah, well, he a dog. You know, he got heart, but yeah. So hopefully this next week. I mean, it's just the first week. You know what I'm saying? So next week we're starting fresh Monday. You know, so the only day that I hope that he takes off is just Saturday, Sunday, or maybe just Sunday. But I gotta take Thursday off because I got school. You know what I'm saying? I got an obligation, but I can't be there or anything like that. But one thing's for sure, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? I know this kid's working, so I gotta be working too.
Man, that's official, brother. The commitment, that's the most important thing. And you know what? Having Eddie there, saves you on a trainer because he does have skill. Good technical skill, good movement. His issue is the weight and the tank, man. So, hopefully you guys can get some pads. Listen, Amazon got cheap-ass pads, bro. You can get pads for like $16, and y'all can work on technique together if no one has it in the gym, but I'm sure y'all do. Where y'all training at, Tony Tuco's?
Nah, man. We at the Fight Factory. We at Fernando Vargas Fight Factory. Shout out.
So you with Fernando Vargas Jr. in there?
I'm with Junior. I'm with Amado. And Vargas is in there too.
Yo,
and,
that kid looks fucking sharp, bro. And I bet you he's
Junior,
in there. How much he weighs? He looks like he's 160.
He 160, 154.
So you could get some sparring with him. Get that. Yo, listen,
man,
I know. Listen to me. I know you're gonna think to yourself, bro, he's not on my level. I'm not skilled enough. But imagine how scared you would be. Once you get in there with him, you might not be afraid of anyone else because you just was in with Fernando Vargas Jr. And that's going to help because the biggest issue for first-timers is knowing now this is a competition. Once that bell ring, is nothing like the sparring. I tell you, unless in your sparring, you sparring strangers and they coming at you all force, then it's okay. But in a fight is a fight, man. So, I would rather... Like, I've gotten in with pros so that I'm not afraid to get in with whoever wants to fight me, bro. Like, and look, I never got in with Wilder because I'm afraid. I've seen that nigga drop too many people in sparring. Fuck that. Eventually I want to work up to that, though.
Fifth consecutive knockout, too, you know what I'm saying? My boy got some pop to him.
Who, Eddie?
Junior.
Oh, hell yeah, he do. But that's the thing. When they professional like that, I know he's an amateur still, but when they professional like that, they're not gonna hurt you. They're gonna work with you, bro. He's gonna tap you everywhere where he sees you open, and then Or during the spar, he gonna be like, yo, keep that hand up. Look, boom, hit you with a check. I mean, and again, it's just for the nerves more than anything, in my opinion. It might not even work that way. You might be one of those dudes with balls of steel, and it don't matter who's across from the ring, you ready to go. Because we've had plenty of Border Wars fights, and I've seen dudes not get that anxiety. I personally, as big as I am, 6'5", 250, I'm still getting nervous in that motherfucker. So, I'm just giving a little bit of advice.
Nah, man. Well, we just trying to work on fundamentals right now, trying to get everything sharp. But hopefully, we can get some sparring. I'm really, really hoping that we can get some sparring in because I know that they don't let you spar in there unless you have because I know they have like this tournament coming up and those guys do their own thing. I'm not part of their group, so like they don't allow me to spar. That's their class. But we trying to get in there though. We're trying to convince them to maybe hop in with me or hop in with Eddie or whatever. So, but right now we're just basically just working on conditioning and fundamentals and just getting sharp and I'm really, really trying to get some sparring in. So,
it was a different gym where you got the sparring that you sent in, or it was the same gym?
No, that was the same gym. That was the same gym.
So it's more about getting lucky, or it's more about a certain person not being there? How's that gonna work?
At the time, well, so when I first called in and I talked to you about Border Wars, me, trying to sign up and everything like that before it was even announced that it was coming to Vegas, I was like, man, I want to do that shit too. And Vargas Gym is right down the street from my house. So I went to go check it out, and the first guy I seen in there was Vargas' son, and he was training somebody, and I was like, man, that'd be cool, are you training people? And he goes, yeah. So like I just started going just casually, and then he would just kind of give me tips or whatever, not really train me, but like kind of give me tips, and then I was like, hey, I just really want to spar. I told him because I never spar. I've never even been in a street fight in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I never had those jitters. I never been in that situation. So he goes, "Oh, you want to spar? Well, a couple guys come in here every once and then." And this was before the tournament that they had that they have going on now, before it was even brought up. And then there's just a random dude that went in there, and then I met him. He was a nice guy. He trained in there too. And then later on, it ended up being Amado was like, "Hey, maybe I'll get my buddy to spar you." And then sure enough, I showed up one day. He goes, "Hey, would you spar today?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I got in there, and I thought I was gonna wait. I thought I was gonna do way better than what I did, but I'm glad I did it because it showed me that I had a lot of things to work on, and it just gave me drive to better myself in those areas.
For sure, man. That's pretty dope, man. That Fernando Vargas Jr. is willing to help like that, man. That shows his true character.
It was actually Amado Vargas, his younger brother.
Okay, still, man. I mean, dude's probably busy because of that name. Get plenty of people that want to train, so him taking out the time to give you the pointers, that's pretty dope. Listen, I'm going to get to some other callers. Caesar, man, keep fighting a good fight and continue to get that training in, man. Can't wait for your debut. We're going out to Randy in Florida. What's going on?
Yo, what's good, bro? You hear me?
A little bit far.
You better now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nah, bro. What's it called? It's Doomsday's Bully, but no longer Doomsday's Bully because, my mama told me not to bully the kid. But what's it called, man?
This? I thought we had this conversation.
No, I'm off that. No, I'm off that. It's over. From this point on, it's over, bro. Cause like real shit. When I really first wanted to do the Border Wars, the Florida one, like I really got hyped. Like I really started training because I thought I was gonna go to the next one. And even though I ain't get to compete, bro, I still lost the weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've been training ever since that. Like I've been going to the boxing gym. Almost. Me right now, I'm at 190. But I don't even want no Border Wars and shit because I'm setting up for some amateur fights right now and shit with my coach. I was just calling y'all to let you know about that. Like, even though I ain't never get to compete and shit, I still, like, appreciate y'all, getting me, like, that hunger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to you for even letting us know, and, giving us the credit to kind of spark that fire in you. But yeah, man, you still should do it, man. What you talking about? We gotta get that fight, especially if you at 190. You gonna make Doomsday ass get. He need the same motivation you got.
Ain't he on like a losing? Ain't he on like a losing streak? Like, I'm not trying to say nothing, but like for my first fight, I don't want to do I'll get a dude that's 0-0, or at least a dude with 2 wins. You feel me?
Yeah.
But a dude that's on a losing streak, like. I'm not saying that Doomy's bad,
he's
but like
not on the losing
back
streak.
then,
listen, he's 1-0, and he's had 2 exhibitions. Those are exhibitions because Mitty's not in his weight class, so he's 1-0 in his weight class.
He's 1-0. Ain't he lose a Border Wars against Mitty?
Nah, those were exhibitions. Remember, Mitty a 160-pound fighter. Doomsday always was like fucking 210.
So who he beat?
The dude from Canada, McGregor. That was his only fight. That's the only dude. That's the only dude that was not afraid to get in there with him. And then Mitty, because Mitty's skillful, he gets in there with him, but it's not an official fight. Because if Doomsday lets go for real, Mitty's 160-pounder.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't really that impressed with Doomsday. Like, I don't got that hunger for him. Like, if I'm gonna stop to train for Border Wars, and that means like, yo, I'm gonna like kind of like slow down on the amateur shit.
Wow.
It's not worth it because it's Doomsday.
Training is training, and if Doomsday.
But for Doomsday, that's what I'm saying. The hunger's not there no more. Not for that. You feel me? Like, it's not there. Like, oh, I'm gonna separate time to go to Doomsday when I'd rather be like completely like focused on what I got on the amateur side.
I hear you. So
you feel me?
How
Like,
many amateur fights you got now?
We're not talking about that.
Why?
We'll talk about it when I want to compete.
But weren't you an amateur already? You just getting back into it, right?
Nah, bro. I told you the story a while back, bro.
This gonna be your debut as an amateur?
Yeah, bro. I told you I was slack. I was slacking shit. Like, my coach would always tell me, like, yo, I want you to compete. But I was that type of nigga that I would show up to the gym, like, just to spar and shit. And I really never wanted it, because I was slack. You know, there would be days where I'd miss out and shit. I never really was focused on it. But my coaches always, since a little kid, since I was like 15, 14, they was always like, yo, get into this shit. You know, I was over there. I was wilding out when I was a little kid, so I was like, nah, never that. So I linked up with my coach. When was it? Like, the Florida Border was like 2018, right? 2017? Mm-hmm. When was that?
I think 17.
Yeah, around there. That's when I went back to the gym, and the coach is like, yo, bro, let's see where you at and shit. He said, yo, let's get you in shape and shit, because I always wanted you to do that. And he's like, the skill's there. You know, the skill, that's just something that never leaves, but you gotta brush off the rust and lose the pounds, and then we get you in there, you see how you feel. So since now I'm a grown man, you feel me, I'm not doing no stupid shit outside and shit. I was like, fuck it, I might as well. I got all the time in the world, so let's see how I go. A lot of my friends turned pro and shit. So like, you see all the people that I used to spar with all turning pros or all competing in the amateurs with like 20 to 30 fights and shit. It's like, damn, bro, like, I dead ass wasted time, you feel me?
Damn, 20 or 30 pro fights already?
No, not 20. No, I'm talking about amateur yeah.
Fights, okay.
And the ones that turned pro, like, what's his kid name? Vargas, Antonio Vargas. He signed with Top Rank. I think he has like 3 fights right now. The bronze Olympian. Like, I see all my like teammates. They already going up there. Like, one of my boys that I used to train with, he's about to fight his first pro fight. So it's like, damn, bro, like, I dead ass slacked off and shit. So now I'm all like, I'm linking back up with them, you know. I'm still training. I still got my mind focused and shit. So I've been doing that, bro. But like I said, y'all sparked the hunger.
Well, Randy, man, glad we could do that, brother. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Let me see.
One second. Yo, how can I watch the Border Wars episodes, bro? I already just now I pledged the $3 and shit.
It's Border Wars fights are on $5 level, but the episodes are on the $3. But the episodes are on the $3 level, and you can actually the episodes are free now. We already released them free. I'm actually gonna upload episode number 2, but there's 2 other episodes there that you can see. But just click the tag Border Wars, and it puts all the Border Wars stuff in a row, and you just scroll down. All right, champ.
Yo, and one more question. Who's the fighter that's fighting out of Orlando?
Donnell, I'll fight anyone, Fernandez.
No, that I don't know him. That's my boy. Like I said, like if he want free sparring, I don't know where his level's at. You feel me?
Man,
I don't know
his level. Go look at the fight. His level is up there, champ. He about to fight me.
I'm willing to work with him, though. I'm willing to work with him. That's what I'm saying. Like if he needs that work, you know, he from Orlando. I stay in the K. That's not even like 5 miles from me. So depending on which side of Orlando, I could just like link up with him, go to his gym if they allow me to, you know, pull up and shit. I might bring my coaches with me if they down and shit. Like I said, I don't know if my gym has ties to his gym because I don't know what gym he trains at.
His coach might not let it. He might do it, but you said you 190. He was 146 for that fight, bro. He just that's what I'm saying. He just balls to the wall. He fought he weighed in at 46 for a 54 fight.
But I could still, like I said, still work with him. It could be like what Sean Porter was doing with Benavidez.
No,
like,
absolutely, dude. I spar little with dudes all the time. Like in my gym, whenever the fuck they show up, there's a pro. He's like 6-0. He's like 6-0, and I spar him, and I got like fucking damn. I almost got like 90 pounds on that nigga. He's a 68 pounder, but he nasty. He nasty.
I know them little dudes, bro.
I sparred a girl that just fought Shadeja. She nasty. She's 68.
Thanks.
Yo, but all right, Randy, thanks for calling in. We got JD on the Boomerang Skype. Talk to me. What it do? JD?
Yeah. I'm here. I wanted to ask that dude. I wanted to ask a few questions. Like, damn, like, is he willing to send footage in?
Who, Randy?
Yeah, the guy who just got off the phone.
But he don't want to fight in Border Wars. He's saying he don't want to lose focus on going back to the amateurs, like trying to get into the amateur, because he looking at all his friends. All his friends got 20 and 30 fights. Some of them even turned pro now, and he like, damn, I should have done that.
So wouldn't this be a good, like, I guess like. If that's what he want to do, wouldn't this be a kind of like putting your pinky toe in the water to test? You know what I'm saying? To see what you got.
I mean, he feels he knows what he got, champ. He's already been sparring and working with his trainer for 2 years now. The Border Wars was his motivation. He was calling in just to give testimony. So he's like, even though
is he still on the phone?
Yeah, but don't start arguing. He's a quick. He got
no.
I know listen. I know you grown and don't want to argue. He's got a short temper.
Okay. I got a good temperament. I'm real good with that.
Well, go ahead.
What's up, bro? What's up?
I got questions. Like wouldn't that okay? It seemed like you shouldn't turn down no work, right?
That was back then. That was the mindset. When I wasn't focused, it was like, yo, I seen Border Wars. I was like, yo, even though I'm out of shape, let me go in there and like really get some dudes out of here. Now that I started training, like if I do Border Wars, it's like, damn, I sound fucked up, but it's like I'm not focused. You feel me? I'm not gonna be really like in it. I'm gonna look at it like a regular sparring session. Like right now, like I'm training like a motherfucker. I'm putting in all the work, bro. I'm running all the miles. I'm not ducking out the gym and shit like when I was a young bull. So it's like I'm really like, I don't know, it's the hunger. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe in Border Wars, if somebody like if I see somebody that's really good and he's talking and shit and like I don't know, I might come in there like let's see if a dude's like 5-0 in Border Wars and he really getting busy in there. I might pop out, but like I don't know, bro. It's got to be maybe next year at least. Because right now I'm focused on this.
I get him, yo. I get him. Like, an amateur fight is something that's going to be on his record forever, so he know he got to train. I get what he's saying. Fighting for Border Wars, he might not train. But what I'm saying is you doing both anyway. You could do both. Stay focused on the amateurs. And, yeah, you could look at Border Wars as a sparring session because you got to be ready for the amateurs.
Yeah. Where's the next Border Wars at?
We trying to do Vegas for Canelo Kovalev. We got already 3 fights.
Oh, hell no.
And we doing February in Texas.
I like that, Ness, that the fact that you can give the second date, because some people, everybody can't, like, you got to think about that. Like, everybody can't make it short notice.
Yep.
But like, if you give that second date, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's very possible.
Definitely happening in February. We got way too many fighters that are ready to go in February. This November card, we just trying to slide this in because Jose's been inactive, Sal's been inactive, and there's some new fighters in that West Coast region that want to fight. We got 3 fights, you know. We just need 2 more, which are 4 more fighters.
Who's the caller now? Where he from?
Texas, Houston, JD, former pro.
Oh, hell no. What the fuck?
He don't want to fight you. He just talking to you and giving you advice.
Oh, I thought this dude was trying to get in busy with me. Like, nigga, shit, hold up.
Nah. Plus, y'all not in the same way. JD is light. He's like 149 to 154. And you 190, champ.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'll probably stomp his ass out anyway.
Ah, here we go. I told you.
Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing. Hey, I'm messing with you, bro. I'm messing with you, bro.
My fight weight is 140 though.
Damn, fight weight 140. See, you got in too big with me.
Nah, I'm messing with him. I'm too big for him. Like, he's like too small for me. Like, that shit, I don't even think I'm capable of getting down to like 160. Like, that's a little like.
Yo, so how tall are you, Randy? Because fuck, 190, that's cruiserweight, champ.
I'm 5'11".
Oh, you ain't that small. That's good. That's tall.
I'm 6.
Yeah,
I'm 6
like
even. And I whoop your ass. Now I'm just playing with you.
Yo, Randy, where you from in Orlando?
I'm not from Orlando. Orlando's like the neighbor city, but I live in a little city called Kissimmee.
Oh,
so right there is literally
everybody from Kissimmee. You talking about a little city called Kissimmee?
Who's from Kissimmee?
All the fucking Latinos in Kissimmee. Tell me.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant somebody.
Nah, all the Puerto Ricans in Kissimmee. Hell yeah! I was actually looking at houses in Kissimmee. It's kind of the prices is going up. It's getting expensive out there.
Yeah, bro. Like, nah, it's going up.
Y'all got a lot of gyms out there.
Yeah, at least in my little city, yeah, bro. We have like a good like little 3 or 4 gyms. If not, we'll go to Altamont Sparring. We'll go to Lubin's gym because I think Lubin's gym in Orlando, but I've never been there.
And how is it in your gym? You gotta be an amateur or have a book to spar, or they cool and let you spar if they see you good.
What you mean?
In your gym,
like they let you spar, like if they see you, like how you good and shit.
Yeah. Like that, what I'm saying is, do they make you get an amateur book to spar, or if you just a member of the gym, you can spar?
No, if you're a member of the gym, you could spar. They'll obviously like put you with like people your certain level, but a lot of the coaches know me from when I was younger, so like they just throw me in there with the wolves type shit.
Wait, Ness, it just came to me.
What's that?
It just came to
What's
me.
That?
Can I put my matchmaker hat on for a second?
Yeah.
Yo, there's a dude named CYP.
Yeah.
Yo, if he's seeing footage and CYP seeing footage.
Yeah, but he already said he can't get up for border. Let that man be great, man. He want to be an amateur. I respect that.
Who's TYP? Who's TYP?
He's a guy from LA that says he'll fight anyone from 180 to 200, and that if anybody fights him, he could guarantee over 200 people gonna show up or sign up to watch the fight, and he gonna give you these hands. He's allegedly older too. He's a strength and conditioning coach. He calls in a lot. He's been calling in a lot, dude.
Nah, man. He's a strength and conditioning coach. You say he older, nah. Like you see, bro, it's not. It doesn't make me look good. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not saying I'm gonna beat his ass or no wild shit. You feel me? Not on no cocky shit. But it's like he an older dude. If there's somebody out like me, like a young dude that's really training this shit, then yeah, I'll pop out and shit, like for sure. But if it's like one of these older dudes, just because they strength and conditioning coach, like, come on, bro. I don't want to get in there with like a nigga that's garbage and light him up.
Well, he's saying he ain't never lost and he could send footage. Like he
lost in what? Lost in what? In street fights? Like, come on.
Yeah, right. Look, I hear you, man.
Like,
But maybe he hears this audio and he gonna come looking for it because he's a troll chaser. I'm telling you, he ain't, bruh. Whew.
I mean, I'll go back and forth to him. I'll talk shit to him. So if that's an entertainment, we could have entertainment over the phone and I'll shit talking back. But it's like if you like you get a bunch of these dudes that call in. Oh, I'll be fighting in the streets. Like you've never really been in the ring, bro. Like you've never sparred. You don't know how it. Like you don't understand that there's levels to this shit. You feel me? Like you get in there with the wrong dude. That motherfucker's gonna bust you up. I've seen it time and time. Like when I was younger, like a little dude was on the come up. You know, he had his little amateur fights, and they just feed him to the wolves. And the bigger, stronger dude, the more experienced dude, just lights his ass up, gets him the fuck out of there. There's like really levels to this shit, bro.
Yo, please tell me CYP is on the line.
Nah, he's not here. He's not here.
Damn.
Nah.
That I mean, like I said, bro, I ain't trying to fight no. Man, like it's gonna be like Mayweather versus the little Japanese kid. It's like, come on, bro, don't do that. Like, come on, bro.
Randy, I gotta let you go because I gotta moderate this shit. Randy talks good shit, but we on Border War 7, champ. Like, you know, he was chasing Doomsday, and look, I'ma take his word for it. He training for the amateurs. He's focused on that. Let that be his testimony. Border Wars lit the fire under him that made him train. He's been training 2 years, and he going for real amateur fights. Let him do that, you know. We ain't going to drag him into Border Wars. He's focused, man. Like Marvin wants to have an amateur fight. Shit, I want to have an amateur fight.
But wouldn't that be great, though?
What?
Like, wouldn't that be great? Like, all right, let's say if you are an amateur fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you put your pinky toe in the swimming pool to see what the temperature is like?
I mean, he's sparring for 2 years, bro. All his friends turn have 20, 30 amateur fights, and some of them turn pro. Like, he ain't got to test the water. He know where he at. I'm honestly being honest. Like, if you in the gym for 2 years sparring, you working with a coach, nigga, you know where you at. Your coach telling you where you at, and your coach is telling you, let's go get you an amateur fight. Come on, JD, you been through this.
No, that's a fact.
Now, I ain't going front. I ain't going front. If I've been in the gym 2 years straight, and I'm getting to sparring weekly the way I used to when I took fights and I was training in Jersey boys, yeah, I sign up to any Border Wars and fuck up anybody because I'm active. I'm active. Exactly. I'm in that gym.
And I'm not turning down no work.
But JD, we don't know his financial situation. We don't know if he could fly to Texas or you know. Me and you older, man. When you older, you do less so you could do more. When you younger, you doing too much.
Can I respond to that?
Sure.
Let me say that when I was younger, if I wanted to go to a basketball tournament that's way next year, I'm going to that basketball tournament. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but look at what you said. That's next year. That means you showed us two things in that sentence. One, you know how to save. Two, that you are disciplined enough to prepare for something a year early. Not everybody got that mindset, bro. I wish I was like that at 20. I wasn't like that at 20, man. You lucky. If that was you lucky.
Man, I'm out there cutting grass. I'm doing what it takes.
See? Different mindset. Everybody ain't had that mindset. That's, listen, that's what's up, man. Some of us was late to traveling, But, yeah, man, hopefully, everybody could, and those that can't, maybe one day can travel to a Border Wars or a Border Wars comes to you. It's getting bigger. And I like what he said at the end of the day. Yo, if somebody's out there, they 5-0, and that seems to be Mitty, right? Like, now, I don't know, because look, Doomsday and Mitty, we going to have a show on that shit. Like, is that an exhibition or not? Because if it is, that means that Mitty is what? Who'd he really fight? Then just you? And then he just fought you then. So that shit don't even make sense anymore. How many fights did Mitty have? Wasn't it was you and only Doomsday, or was it someone else that I'm missing?
I think it was somebody else. It was because he fought in the Border Wars. Uh, shit. Who was
Doomsday,
it?
you in the fucking chat? Tell us his real resume. You know, I don't know. I don't even remember, but that's the issue right there, man. You know, some discrepancies. But look, Donnell, who's okay? So Tank is 3-0. Tank is 3-0, and he in your weight class, Randy, and he got 2 straps. Strap me up. I forgot about Tank. Tank 3-0. He gonna fight again in February. He's dedicated like you. He went from 248 pounds to 185. So fighting you at 190 is no problem for him because that means he got to make less weight, and he got the real WBC and the real WBA, and he's Border Wars unified. So yeah, that's a great fight one day, and it's only gonna take Tank 2 more fights to be at the 5-0 that you need.
Hey, listen, I know Marvin, and I know he ain't turning down no work. That's a cool dude right there.
I doubt he turns it down too, especially in his own hometown. Now, if it's not happening in Texas and you asking Marvin to fly out, that's different because he's got 2 kids. He's just, his wife is about to have another, or they just had another. He bought a house. He bought a new car. And he's 24, by the way, right? He's like 24, 25, I think. So shout out to Marvin, doing grown-up fucking things at a young age, man. Shout out to all you guys out here really with your head on right at such a young age, man. That's amazing. And I hope that God continues to bless you guys. Marvin at 25 doing big things, man. I mean, married, 2 kids, homeowner, good job, fucking the nice truck, and unified. You can't ask for anything else. That boy, JD, man, the boy even bought the belt holder. He got them shits displayed on his mantle in his fucking house. How real is that, man? If you had an iPhone, you would have seen that, but you out the whip because you ain't got one and shit, man.
Man, I got a note and I ain't changing. Listen, let me tell you a quick story. I got stranded out there by Dallas in my truck when I was doing a load, right? And I called Marvin. I'm like, yo, my truck is doing this and that. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the mechanics like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like horrible. I'm like retarded on the mechanics, bro. So I'm calling everybody I know, and Marvin, like he kind of like gave me the ins and outs, and he helped me that day. So shout out to Marvin. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to TBV for creating this little family. And you probably didn't know I did that, but I did. You know what I mean?
Nah, man. Listen, that's what I say. It's a fan. Like, a lot of people get mad because they don't understand that. Like, they got a guy like Jose that is all troll, so they haven't met the console that he is yet. You know what I mean? So he can upset people. But, like, again, we use the word family, and you got to understand, brothers fight, sisters fight, and brothers and sisters like and don't like certain shit that gets done, and we gotta understand that, man. But we definitely are a family, man. These dudes have come through for me. I've come through for them, and we just continue to grow that camaraderie. I mean, the appreciation nights, man. I really, we kind of haven't done one since like 2017. That's probably what needs to be done. These Border Wars have taken over the appreciation night, but man, I mean, the togetherness that comes with an appreciation night is amazing. I've met a lot of great people, doing this show. You guys are definitely an extension of my family. But on that note, I am out. NestGTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. We definitely gonna have a live fight chat today for Sean Porter and Earl Spence, the welterweight unification. Shout out to Ronald Finkley with the super chat. It's some lames, but I got your pain. Salute. 100. The boxing glove emoji. He won all the smoke. I think we got a few more I need to get to real quick before we are out. Let me see. Because I think some others done some. Let me see. It's taking us some seconds here. So for the day, we got all from Ronald Finkley. So definitely triple salute, man. Appreciate you. And yeah, he said them all. Let me see. I read them all. Let me see. I think this one maybe now. Let me know in the chat how you want your top pop. Fuck boys. And he's not cursing either. He's like spelling it so it could be said, pronounced and not flagged. Who cause confusion about the sport we love? All right, so basically, who want to fight? People who in the chat that's just like
keyboard warriors.
Yeah, keyboard warriors. That you just talking, not boxing. Know what I'm saying? He's like, all right, well, let's get in this boxing ring. Hey, man, and that's what Border Wars is about. It's also about what Randy said, man, getting in shape, man. Yo, Randy, man, I'm happy for you, bro. Keep us posted, bro. I know you've been listening, and if you haven't, we got Marlon Sims. He's another pro boxer. He's been calling in. He all through he works. He turned pro. Now he's 6-0, and he's keeping us posted, man. We gonna help him grow, and we gonna keep following him and supporting him, and you never know what you get and what comes from this, man. So we wanna definitely stay behind you on that, man, and keep you motivated. Look, man, I've been to other people's amateur tournaments, man, amateur fights, bro. I've done Doomies. I've recorded Doomies. I've recorded Jersey Sevs. I go to some amateur fights depending who the person is, man. So, you never know. You never know, champ. That being said, I am out. Do say peace.